Fraud by deception refers to a type of criminal offense where an individual intentionally deceives another party for financial gain or to cause harm. This deception involves misleading the victim by providing false information, making false promises, or engaging in other deceptive practices to induce the victim into giving up money. To give up money, property, or other valuables, anything of value. The perpetrator typically gains something of value through their deceitful actions, while the victim suffers financial loss or harm as a result. Fraud by deception can include identity theft, investment scams, insurance fraud, and pretty much any fraudulent scheme aimed at manipulating or exploiting victims through deceitful means. Roda Osman was charged with felony theft by deception. According to charging documents, Roda raised over $40,000 through a GoFundMe account she started in September of 2023, claiming she was a victim of an assault. But did she receive the $42K? Here's a clip from KPRC News with Harris County DA, Mr. Keith Houston, and KPRC News reporter Bryce Newberry.
She told the detective that responded that she was hit in the head with a brick after she refused to give her phone number to a guy on the street.
And was that verified by any of the evidence that detectives looked at?
No, that was not verified.
Harris County prosecutor Keith Houston says surveillance videos from that early September morning show Osman hitting a man first.
So she's the one she was the aggressor.
She was the aggressor, yes.
And it was a water bottle that hit her, not a brick?
He did have a water bottle in his hand, and we think that's what left the mark.
According to court documents, she asked someone else to launch this GoFundMe for her recovery, raising more than $42,000. But as the story went viral, a blogger on TikTok called police, alerting them to this 2020 GoFundMe, which claimed a vicious assault by a security guard in Minneapolis.
Detective Thornton verified with Minneapolis police that there was no assault done at that time. It was completely fictional.
Prosecutors allege theft by deception and believe she would have received all that money had the campaign not been shut down.
Did you hear him say that, quote, prosecutors alleged theft by deception and believe she, Roda Osman, would have received all of that money had the campaign not been shut down. Let's play it again.
Prosecutors allege theft by deception and believe she would have received all that money had the campaign not been shut down.
And tonight, a spokesperson for GoFundMe telling KPRC2 GoFundMe has zero tolerance for the misuse of our platform. The fundraiser has been removed from the platform. All donors have been refunded, and Roda Osman has been banned from using the platform for any future fundraisers. Osman.
Does this mean that Roda Osman received the GoFundMe money or no? Brittany Taylor, a Houston native and journalist for KPRC News, gave an exclusive on Real Talk with Yanni on YouTube.
What journalists do, we go by what the investigation is and what local law enforcement. We don't go off of assumptions. We don't follow social media. We don't go by rumors. We don't go by conspiracy. We don't go by none of that. We go by straight up facts. We go by what law enforcement and detectives are saying, and then we attribute all of that. So this is not coming from me because I'm just having fun with it. This is all coming from what is in the court records, what are in the charging documents, and what her bail, what the Harris County District Attorney's Office is calling this. And they are saying they are charging her with theft because she lied allegedly about the whole story to get money. And we found out that she had another. They talked to people from her past, which are her friends and her ex-roommate.
Rhoda Osman's ex-roommate, and she was also her ex-friend. Her name is Rachel Moe. Rachel is responsible for resurfacing that video that Rhoda did in 2020. Rachel Moe also shed light and gave details on what happened that night in 2020.
About 2020. So in 2020, she basically had the same story. And if you go into the article, it's linked. The GoFundMe account from 2020 basically said the same thing, that she was also attacked by a Black man. And so GoFundMe disabled her GoFundMe because they also investigated. But we did find out that she never even got any of the money because she did not create the GoFundMe. She got somebody else to create it, and she was the beneficiary of the GoFundMe account. And that's why GoFundMe was able to give everybody their money, that $42,302. They were able to send it back to everybody that donated because she was never able to receive the money because it needed to be verified by Google, and for some reason the account was never verified. So she never even got to touch the money.
Now, see here, Brittany is saying that GoFundMe shut the account down and that Rhoda Osman never received any of the GoFundMe money. She also stated that Rhoda had someone else to create the GoFundMe account. Okay, what have we heard so far? So she as in Rhoda Osman, asks someone else to create the GoFundMe for her. That's Kiara Davis. Is anyone wondering why Kiara Davis wasn't investigated or questioned? She is not in the charging documents. Why not? Wouldn't it make sense to question her, seeing that she is the one who created the GoFundMe account, right? As a matter of fact, Kiara wasn't even mentioned much. For one thing, hashtagging her name wouldn't have brought as much traffic the way hashtagging Rhoda Osman's name would. Well, you may have missed a nugget I dropped in my video titled How to Catch a Fraud. I'll link it at the end of this video for you to watch. So let me hear your thoughts and your opinions on this. Rhoda never received the GoFundMe money. The campaign was shut down and all the donors were refunded. How do you think this will affect her case? Many of you are under the impression that she cashed out. Do you think she'll get the same sentence as if she did receive the $42K? Many of you thought that she was spending GoFundMe monies on the photo shoot, getting new tattoos, throwing money on strippers, drinking, going to nice restaurants, dining out, getting jewelry. You thought she was spending GoFundMe money. But according to the DA and according to journalist Brittany Taylor, they said they shut the GoFundMe account down. The campaign was shut down, so she did not receive the GoFundMe money. So where do we go from here? And why do we think she received the GoFundMe money?
Yeah.
What do you make of all the fake news that it affects
If you don't read the newspaper, you're uninformed. If you do read it, you're misinformed.
So what do you do?
That's a great question. What is the long-term effect of too much information? One of the effects is the need to be first, not even to be true anymore. So what a responsibility you all have to tell the truth, not just to be first, but to tell the truth. We live in a society now where it's just first. Who cares? Get it out there. We don't care who it hurts. We don't care who we destroy. We don't care if it's true. Just say it, sell it. Anything you practice, you'll get good at, including BS.
This is Gail at Night. Thank you all for watching and thank you for supporting. Be sure to click the like button and subscribe, hit the notification bell, and set the bell to all.
dun 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 dun.